unlock your imagination. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. Today, I'm going to be talking about unlocking your imagination. In other words, your creativity. How do you go about unlocking your creativity when you're trying to sit down as a business owner, as a manager of a business? You're trying to sit down and go and take things and make it a little bit more creative. Maybe it's a piece of advertising that you're doing. Maybe it's a piece of communication going out to your customers. Maybe it's something else within the company that you're trying to do, and you're looking for that next little piece of creativity. What do you use to help spark your creativity? I use a whole lot of different things. One thing, I have spaces online where I'll go and I'll look at certain things to be able to try and spark the creativity. I've also got books and stuff, and this is one of those books. This is a great example of a book that helps me with my creativity. This is called Words That Sell. This is pretty much a classic. The subtitle on this is More Than 6,000 Entries to Help You Promote Your Products, Services, and Ideas. So it's specifically for people in business. And specifically, it tends to be more for the advertising thing, but it doesn't necessarily need to be. It could just be that you're trying to come up with the right word for something. And it almost works a little bit like a thesaurus, if you will, except it has phrases. It doesn't just have words. It has phrases and other things to help kind of spark things, get things going. In fact, when I was thinking of what we were going to be talking about today, one of the things I did was I pulled this out and I started looking at it, and I'm going, you know what? I ought to talk about this itself as something that I surround myself with. I've got a number of books that I always go back to over and over and over again for nothing more than to spark creativity. In fact, the title of today's episode came from specific pages out of here. So one of the pages I went to, just as I was going through, this is one on self-improvement. This is where I got the concept of, unlock your, and it goes ... and I'm flipping through it. I like that. That's a great way to start it. And then I got to this section on selling your ideas, and just little words that are hot and kind of get things going for that type of thing. And I came across the word imagination. I'm going to unlock your imagination. That's really what I'm going to be talking about anyways. It's a great way of saying it, and it ties right back into the book itself. So having things like, I'm not just talking about this book specifically. I'm talking about anything in your life that inspires you, anything that brings creativity. Try and surround yourself with it. If you have an office or an area that you like to work from, surround yourself with things that get things moving, that spark creativity, that enforce positivity in you. And only you know what those are. And they could be things that go all the way back to childhood, or they could just be things that are very practical, like books. Something very simple that you could go back to and use as tools. So hopefully that's helpful to you. I am a business strategist. I work with businesses one-on-one to be able to help them to unlock their hidden potential. In other words, most of the time businesses have a view with where they can go that it's way up here, but they're somewhere down here. And if you're a business like this, you're looking to go from where you're at to where you know that you really can be, then I'm going to suggest that you go check out some more videos. And if you like listening, there's audio versions of them there too. We got a podcast, Brian J. Pombo Live. You can catch all that over at brianjpombo.com. You can also go to brianjpombo.com/Amazon and be able to catch the Amazon Proof Strategy Session. If you happen to catch this in time, you'll see a very good special there for it, the Amazon Proof Strategy Session. It's all about how to end competition in your business. And I'm talking about not just the concept of competition, but to stand out so completely differently from everyone else that you consider competition, that even if they're a big guy like Amazon.com, you could squeeze right past them and be able to create your own little niche, your own little universe that can make things happen for you as far as business goes. So hopefully that makes sense. Go check out brianjpombo.com. In the meantime, we'll be back here tomorrow. Get out there and let the magic happen.